It's time for GMA Life.
Coming up, the midlife gap year. Meet the mom taking time off to combat burnout. How you can make it work for you.
And a mom who found a way to save $1,000 a month on groceries. Her simple 5-step method for big savings.
Plus, Tori Johnson with the spring deals and steals. And Lori Bergamato takes us shopping at Nordstrom.
Then the author behind our March Book Club pick.
Hey, everybody.
And we play Ask Me Anything with Rachel Zegler.
Welcome to GMA Life. I'm Ashin Singh.
And I'm Stephanie Ramos, coming to you from Good Morning America Times Square studio. This is the green room. This is where our guests get ready for the show every morning.
And ahead, we have some deals and steals from Tori Johnson, and Lori Bergamato takes us shopping at Nordstrom.
Plus, we're playing Ask Me Anything with actress Rachel Zegler. And we have a sit down with the author of Pineapple Street, the March GMA Book Club pick.
But first, we're going to hear from two moms. One who's got some simple tricks to save you and your family money, and another who's pursuing her lifelong dream of taking a gap year. Janae Norman has her story.
So you know how, as parents, you can be so overwhelmed with so much to do at home, cleaning up after kids, the responsibilities at work. Well, one mom is changing the game. She is taking a gap year that most people would take after high school. She's taking midlife. Check it out.
This morning, Kim Wooten has a message for moms.
Today is the first day of my midlife gap year.
Kim, like so many overworked moms, burnt out by juggling responsibilities at home and obligations in the workplace. Falling behind can make so many women feel like bad moms.
I'm going to try to do everything by myself today, which should be fine, as long as everybody does what they are supposed to do.
Kim's solution: take a gap year.
It's crazy to me that once we start working, we start our careers, that's it. We just work.
It's a rite of passage for some young adults. That time between high school and college to explore and plan the next steps.
I mean, from the time that my kids were young, my husband and I both worked. And even when I was with them, I was thinking about work. And so the idea that I could just step away from it, that I could walk away from a successful career to reimagine what I wanted to do, and at the same time, getting the opportunity to be around my family all the time, that was really exciting for me.
Kim Wooten mapping out her midlife gap year, planning to focus on her family, herself, and the things she wants to do, like writing.
I told my husband that it was something that I wanted to do. We had to prove to ourselves that we could live on much less. And so we have spent the last several months living without my salary.
Wooten acknowledges how lucky she is to be able to take this time away, documenting it all on TikTok.
I wouldn't normally try to write this many words in one day. My goal is to write 5,000 words a week.
But many worry about how a gap in their resume can impact their career.
It is often that very act of courageous leaving a job that puts in motion the conditions for recreation, re-engineering your life, and getting to a place where burnout isn't so much the issue, where you're actually happy again with what you're doing.
But even if a gap year isn't an option, experts say there are small steps you can take.
I think the easiest way to start would be take your PTO time and take one day per month that's a long weekend. That's a good way to start eliminating some of the burnout.
And more than that, she also says that she hopes this is a good lesson for her kids at the time that they're in their career. She hopes that they're not afraid to take a step back if they need to reassess and do what's right for them. Stephanie?
This mom says her family was in debt. They were one step away from a financial disaster, and she wanted to figure out how to save. She did, and now she's teaching other families how to save and also get some stuff for free.
Here's a grocery store hack for you.
She's known online as the freebie lady.
This question I get asked all the time.
And this morning, Becky Giles is sharing how she saves $1,000 a month on her family's grocery bills.
So since we've been doing this, we save about $1,000 a month, which equals out to about $12,000 in an entire year.
The mother of two says she uses 5 easy steps, an acronym she calls BORS.
BORS is the method that I have used to cut our groceries down from $1,200 to $1,400 a month to only $400 a month. In BORS, B stands for budget.
Giles recommends putting aside $100 a month for food per person.
So O stands for organize.
She says being disorganized will cost you.
I go into my pantry and I take out everything that is expired or we're not going to eat, and that'll just kind of give you a clear plate for what you have and what you need to get. R is for reuse.
Giles says you can repurpose food, turning chip crumbs into breading, stale bread into croutons, and veggie scraps into vegetable broth. Her next letter of advice.
E is for eliminate waste. We try to eliminate waste as much as possible. I think of food as every time you throw food away, you're actually throwing money away. Once you start thinking about food like that, it totally changes your mindset.
And lastly,
S stands for simplify. The more you do it, the more you are going to save. And these are just basic principles that anybody can do, no matter where you are in life or what your family situation is like.
When it comes to simplifying, Giles says you should simplify your meal plan. Have themed days of the week. She says it helps with grocery shopping and meal planning, and she really was determined to cut down on her expenses, and she says this worked for her.
Yeah, I gotta take some of those tips. Now to Rachel Zegler. She's starring in Shazam, Fury of the Gods. Our digital team caught up with her in one of these dressing rooms as she was getting ready to appear on GMA.
They played Ask Me Anything. Take a look.
Hey everybody, I'm Rachel Zegler. I'm here at GMA and I'm gonna do Ask Me Anything, where I answer your questions. What does it mean to be Disney's first Latina princess in a live-action movie, and what message do you hope your casting sends to anyone who grew up not seeing themselves represented with their favorite princesses? This really resonates with me because I was a big fan of, you know, Belle and Jasmine and Pocahontas because they had, you know, dark hair, dark eyes. And I never really saw myself represented. To kind of subvert expectations and me playing a role like Snow White is so important to me because I know it's gonna mean a lot to young kids everywhere. I cry my eyes out every time I go to the Disney parks and I see little kids dressed up as Snow White. The fact that I get to even just shoulder the legacy of you know, an 85-year-old cartoon, it's pretty amazing. And the fact that the Disney company trusted me with carrying that legacy is really, really special. Ooh, what's your favorite memory from filming The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes? I have to say, my favorite memory was simply being there for any scene with Peter Dinklage. There is no end to what that man can do. He is so fantastic, and just the most chilling performance has been given, and I can't wait for everybody to see. Okay. What was it like playing a goddess next to Helen Mirren and Lucy Liu in Shazam, Fury of the Gods? A dream come true. Those women are the most powerful, wonderful, they're so smart and beautiful and talented, and I've never felt so cradled with support and love from other women on a set. Is it more challenging playing a superhero or a princess? Without a doubt, playing a princess is way more challenging. Believe it or not, I had way more stunts on Snow White than I did on Shazam. And you're gonna have to see it in March of 2024 to see just why. But there was underwater training, there was, you know, rigs and trapdoors and all of the things, running, jumping, scraping, bruising. It was a lot, very hard, and definitely harder than being a superhero. Last one. What about Snow White did you connect with the most? At the core of our film is Snow White's yearning to be someone fearless, someone fair, someone brave, someone true. And the most important message to take away from our film is that all of those things are within you at all times. It just takes the strength to find it and the strength to realize it within yourself. And I think I played that role in a time where I really needed that message to be thrown in my face. And I'm really glad that I did it when I did it, because I carry that message with me throughout my life. And so I really connected with that and with her. Thank you guys so much for all of your questions. I had a lot of fun here on Ask Me Anything with GMA.
When GMA Life returns, Deals and Steals is up next.
Plus, we'll hear from Jenny Jackson, the author of our March book club pick, Pineapple Street.
Welcome back to GMA Life. It's time now for Deals and Steals. It is officially spring, and that's why I'm here this week to bring a bit of fun. And you can get all of these products by pointing your cell phone camera to the QR code at the bottom of your screen. So let me tell you what we've got. We are kicking things off right here with mahogany. This is the ultimate in spring pajamas, 100% cotton. Everything is relaxed fit. And we've got really fun patterns from bananas to florals, margarita mamas, you name it. We've got 20 different patterns that you will find online, and every single silhouette from robes to shorts, pants, nightshirts, even caftans. Everything is slashed in half just for our GMA audience with prices that start at $12. All right, let's move over to something really fun. This is called Del Sol, and I like to think about this as the Easter basket alert. You want to put lots of fun things in the Easter basket. This is going to be one of them. So I've got this light here to help simulate what sunlight would look like, and if something like the putty went in front of the sun, you would see that it would change colors. I'm going to also show it to you with a, my sunlight doesn't last very long over here, you guys. So you see the putty change from green to purple. This jelly shoe, we've got a purple one. So this is just something that kids have a lot of fun with. Quite frankly, adults in the studio today, we're having a lot of fun with it too. Nail polish frisbees, dino eggs, 10 dinos. This is just a lot of fun for Easter baskets. Everything is slashed in half, so prices will be $3 to $7.50. Then classy chargers. What I love about this is you will never ever have charger confusion where someone says, that's my charger, because they all look alike. Because with these, they have your initial right on it. So you can choose an initial and a pattern as well. It comes with a long 3-in-1 charger, so no matter the device, you're gonna be able to plug in. And what's great is when you plug this into the outlet, it even will charge 2 devices if you have 2 things at one time. We've got initials plus, of course, because Mother's Day is not too far away. We've got moms, dads, and grads, lots to choose from this company, all slashed in half. The set is $22. Then this is by Lila. Hair tie or bracelet? I'm gonna let the owners tell you.
Hi, I'm Michelle. And I'm Colette, and we are the creators of By Lila. If you're like us and always have a hair tie around your wrist, well, now you never have to sacrifice an outfit again. Our handmade bracelet hair ties hold your hair in place without leaving tight creases and looks incredibly beautiful on your wrist. And we are thrilled to offer you this exclusive deal. Happy shopping!
And they're right, they do look great, whether it's on your wrist or in your hair. They stay in place in your hair, which I love, but they do look pretty fabulous on your wrist. And as we all know, these tend to wind up on our wrists. So we've got a huge assortment, including lots of fun ones that they made just for Easter. I like this one, it says, somebody loves you. These range from $14 to $26 with our deal. All right, let's head up here to Swig. This is some of our favorite drinkware for hot or cold beverages, your choice. Coffee, cocktails, wine or water, it's up to you. We've got a silhouette for everything from the stemless wine to the flip and sip lids. These are really great and convenient for on the go. We've got a big variety of all of their brand new spring patterns. So stock up to stay hydrated anywhere. Every single item is slashed in half. They start at $16. Then if you are in the mood to do some sprucing up for spring with home decor, we've got you covered with Glory House. Everything is handmade, adds a really fun pop of color. We've got wood pieces, oversized pillows for decor. There's canvases, and it's a huge assortment that you'll find when you go to goodmorningamerica.com, because we have everything from Easter, spring, Mother's Day, every holiday, you name it. Glory House makes something that's going to make your home really feel like it's in the spirit of whatever season you're in. Everything with our deal is slashed by 50%. These prices start at $8. And then finally, if grilling is your thing, you will want to take advantage of one of 10 packages from Kansas City Steaks. They've really outdone themselves for us. We have everything from prime rib, carver ham, bacon wrapped filet mignon, burgers, you name it. They've come up with packages based on feedback from the GMA audience to know what you guys like best. And of course, they've got their twice baked potatoes. We also have potato casseroles. There is a delightful assortment. As I said, 10 packages, every single one of them. We have chopped the price in half. They start at just $40. So you will want to head over to the website. We have partnered with all of these companies on these great deals. You can get them on our website, goodmorningamerica.com. Now let's head over to my friend Lori Bergamato.
No better time to shop for spring fashion than right now. So we headed to Nordstrom to check out the latest trends and to see all of the amazing customer service perks they have to offer. Check it out. We're here at Nordstrom on their impressive denim floor where they have tons of different brands like Mother, Frame, Good American, Levi's, and Topshop, which you can only get here. I got to speak to a personal stylist, which is free of charge. She picked out some hot 2023 trends for me: two-tone denim, baggy jeans, wide leg. I cannot wait to try them on. The cardigan is here to stay for 2023. The difference is it's a little tighter, a little bit more cropped, bold colors. That is why I'm obsessed with this one from Halogen. I love it so much that I'm going to put my initials on it. And that's a really cool thing that you can do at Nordstrom is they have an entire personalization section. You guys, this is great, not just for yourself, but also for gifts. You can get embroidery or chain stitching. You can even get jewelry engraved. What is not to like? Boasting the largest team of tailors in the nation, Nordstrom offers on-site alterations and tailoring and complimentary hemming on regular price merchandise. Just another part of the amazing customer service experience. Nordstrom started as a shoe store over 100 years ago in Seattle. So obviously shoes are still a huge part of the store's DNA. So you can get your shoes repaired here. And I'm getting my foot measured to make sure that I'm wearing the exact correct size. For 2023, you guys, it is all about that tiny kitten heel. And Open Edit makes one that's comfortable and really affordable in colors that I obviously love. And we can't forget about the kids. They also offer this adorable First Walkers program where they'll measure your toddler's growing foot so that they're in the perfect size. They get this adorable little plushie, a Polaroid picture to take home. And as they get older, shoe tying classes are also available here. And of course, don't forget about the balloons.
Thank you, Lori. Check out the GMA control room behind us. The gang is busy.
They certainly are. When we come back here on GMA Life, our sit down with the author behind our March book club pick. Welcome back to GMA Life. We are behind the scenes here at our GMA Times Square studio. This is where we get ready every morning.
That's right. And it's time now for our March book club pick, Pineapple Street. It's a funny take on the melodramas of an upper crust family living in Brooklyn Heights. Our Deb Roberts got to sit down with the debut author. Check it out.
Okay, this is a pretty cool story. Imagine working for a couple of decades behind the scenes in the book industry, helping other authors become success stories, and then deciding to write your own book and hitting the jackpot right out of the gate. That's what happened with Jenny Jackson and her new novel, Pineapple Street, which takes a critical look at wealth, privilege, and inequality.
In the shadow of downtown Manhattan sits a neighborhood with spectacular views, staggering wealth, and stories ripe for the telling.
This is the scene of the book. Pineapple Street is right down here.
Here along Brooklyn's cobblestone streets named after fruit, Jenny Jackson serves up a luscious story in Pineapple Street.
What drew you to set this book, dear?
We've written and read a lot about Manhattan and the wealthy of Manhattan. In Brooklyn, it's different. There's so much history in this neighborhood and so much old money in Brooklyn Heights.
The editor behind nearly 36 New York Times bestsellers, it's no surprise that Jenny now has one of her own.
What was that like when you finally got your own book?
It really felt pretend, and I'm sure the imposter syndrome will wear off at some point, but right now I'm just along for the ride, and I'm going to let it soak in later.
You, of course, in the publishing world know it's a big deal to be a book club pick. So when you got word that you were a book club pick for GMA, reaction?
I was immediately thinking, how am I going to keep this a secret? Because I was just bursting with it. And I felt like whenever people said, how's it going with Pineapple Street? I wanted to scream, it's amazing. But I was like, cool, cool.
How would you sum up this book with just 2 or 3 words?
Women, money, marriage. I wanted to write about a family story where people genuinely love each other, but they don't see things the same way, and they have to come around and examine some of their long-held notions.
The complex tale of the uber-wealthy Stockton clan is told through the voices of three women. Darlie, a successful businesswoman turned stay-at-home mom. Georgiana, the millennial baby sister grappling with who she wants to be. And Sasha, the middle-class sister-in-law trying to fit in.
Let's talk about a quote in the beginning of the novel from a New York Times report that says, millennials will be the recipients of the largest generational shift of assets in American history, the great wealth transfer, as finance types call it. Is that where your inspiration began, looking at all of this wealth?
I read this article and I was inspired. It's about these millennial heirs who feel that this great inheritance is at conflict with their moral values. They feel that it is absolutely inappropriate for a 25-year-old to be inheriting hundreds of millions of dollars. So these young people are setting out to try and divest themselves of their inheritance. And I thought, oh my gosh, that is a novel. A young woman who has a moral reckoning and wants to give away her fortune.
Filled with quips about America's one-percenters, the family dramedy jumps off the page and is already set to hit the small screen.
What can you tell us?
A Hollywood star has signed on to play Sasha. I found that fascinating.
You've already got somebody.
We have somebody, and it was interesting to me to see which of the three women would go first. Who would be the most desirable character? So Sasha.
Any dream casting? Anybody you would love to see play one of these roles?
I mean, don't we always just want Meryl Streep for everything? Like, come on, Meryl.
Her story, likely to captivate viewers as much as readers, at its core is about family determined to hold together despite their secrets and struggles.
I think that even if people don't identify with these characters, they will understand that these are people in a strange position trying to figure out how to be good.
Jenny says she's not going to quit her day job as an editor yet, but she is still writing, and she's already coming up with her second novel, which she says she'll set in small-town Massachusetts, which is where she grew up. In the meantime, we can enjoy Pineapple Street, so read along with us with the GMA Book Club on Instagram.
Thank you, Deb. Pineapple Street is available now, and be sure to keep reading along with us on our Instagram at GMA Book Club.
Absolutely. And before we go here at GMA Life, we want you to take a look at this fur babies moment. Elijah, just 11 years old, battling a brain tumor. All he wanted was a puppy, and Make-A-Wish presenting him with a corgi puppy that he named Tucker, making his dreams come true. So adorable.
Such a
Both of them.
Such a happy moment. See you guys next week.
See ya.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.